steak and rice bowl for you tonight. So let's get started. First things first, we are going to use our wonderful garlic press. And again, one garlic clove. I'm not even going to peel it or anything. It can go right in the garlic press as is. It's ready to go. I've got one of our Brilliance cookware pieces here. It's one of our smaller pots. I've got it preheating a little bit with some olive oil. We're going to go ahead and add that garlic to that and get that sauteing a little bit until it's just fragrant, probably only about 30 seconds or so. Again, we've got this wonderful little cleaning brush that fits right in the bottom. So we're just going to use that to scrape off all that garlic that we've just kicked out of there, and we'll get it going and let that get started for now. I do have this skillet kind of preheating as well. We're going to just be using a couple of skirt steaks that I picked up from the grocery store. I think you could use any type of steak that you like. These happen to be on sale, so I grabbed them. I have them seasoned here just with some salt and pepper and a little bit of cumin. I thought that might be good with the steak bowls. You could use probably, if you like, maybe a barbecue rub or just salt and pepper if you like that. Maybe some of our Asian seasoning. That might be really good in a steak bowl. So again, I think you could use whatever seasoning that you liked, just whatever your preference is. So I'm going to go ahead and get these added. I have one of our stainless skillets here. This is our largest one. I believe it's 12 inches. They come in three sizes, 12, 10, and 8.5. They're fantastic. They're very no stick. We also have a wok in this line. All come with lids, all have a lifetime warranty, which I think is fantastic. So very, very nice cookware to add to your collection for sure. It looks like our garlic is starting to get fragrant here. So I'm going to go ahead and add our rice and water. So I have one of our measure-all cups. These are fantastic. So they will measure both wet and dry ingredients. So I have about 3/4 cup of water here. So we'll go ahead and get that added. And then we're going to add our rice. Get that going. And we'll go ahead and put the lid back on because I think it's going to take probably about 15 or 20 minutes for this rice. Let me turn it up just a little bit. So the measure-alls are fantastic. Again, they do wet or dry ingredients. Wet on this side. If you want to do dry, you would just flip it over, and then this plunger kind of goes down, and that is how you determine your measurement. And then you would just add your ingredients, and then you flip it right over and give it just a push out. It works really well for things like sour cream, peanut butter, anything that's a little bit sticky. It comes right out, and then you just take your scraper and clean off the bottom. Done. Super, super easy. Okay, so we've got our steaks going a little bit here. Probably 3 to 6 minutes per side, depending on how well done you want the steak. When you're finished, you're going to be slicing, so kind of keep that in mind depending on how much pink you want in the middle. So let's go ahead and get our veggies ready. So I've got one of our flexible cutting mats here. We're going to start with our onion. I'm using one of our coated knives. Again, fantastic, very, very good quality for the price, for sure. So we'll just kind of get this onion ready to go. Get the edges peeled off here, the skins. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to use our quick slice, actually, to slice this up. I'm going to half it first. And then you just take your lid off. And then you just lay your onion down. And then you just kind of rock it back and forth. Comes right out, and check it out. Look at these strips. I mean, absolutely fantastic if you're doing fajitas or, again, like the bowl that we're having tonight, just absolutely wonderful. Very, very quick tool to use. So I'm going to go ahead and get that finished up. Do our second half here. And I'm using a purple onion. I think you could use any type of onion that you like. I think the purple are a little bit sweeter. Okay, that aside. And then I'm going to use a yellow pepper. I also have a poblano pepper, which I really like. I think you can add whichever colors you prefer. If you like more or less onion, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to kind of cut these a little bit thinner, and then we'll use the quick slice on the other part. Just going to de-seed that guy really quick. Perfect. All right, we're just going to kind of quarter this up. I think I'm going to flip our steak here. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. These are some of our tongs. They're fantastic. So when you're not using them, if you just give them a squeeze and kind of turn them upside down, they lock in place. So they're not flopping all over the place inside your drawer, which is wonderful. Get our quick slice back out here. We're going to do the same thing with our peppers. Again, just kind of rock it down. Easy, easy. Very easy strips. Okay, we'll do this one. And one more. That one was a little bit thicker. It took a little more muscle to get through that one. Okay, great. That is a good start. And we'll go ahead and get our other pepper ready. Again, we're just kind of cutting the tops in a little bit thinner strips. Trash pile over there. Okay, perfect. This one's going to be a little bit different, I think, on the slicer, but we're going to go ahead and try it. See if I can cut it. Maybe that way, get it to fit on there. Yeah, I think so. I think that'll work. Great. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I do have a jalapeno here. If you like a little bit of spice, you can add that. I might add just a little bit. I'm not going to slice it with the slicer. I'm just going to cut a few rings off the bottom. If you like it more spicy, leave the seeds in. If you like it less spicy, you need to take the seeds out. All right. Looks like our rice is coming along pretty well. And our steaks are still a little bit pink. I'm going to leave them just a tad longer. They're starting to smell pretty good. Okay. So I am using one of our glass storage containers. These are freezer safe. They come with lids that lock tight. It's a set of 3. It comes in 3 different sizes. I like them also for prep for things like this, all in one bowl, and then we're going to add it to our skillet as soon as our steak is finished cooking. I might go ahead and slice up a few rings of this jalapeno while we're waiting. Not going to do very much of it because they tend to be fairly spicy. So that can just be something you can garnish with at the end if you like that. Okay, I think that will do just fine. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I think we're about finished up here. Give it just a little bit longer. Smells really good for sure. waiting on that, I may go ahead and get our cilantro chopped up. So this is a really cool little trick. This is one of our glass prep bowls. And they come in 3 different sizes, 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup. They have lids, so you can use them for leftovers as well. So I've got my cilantro here in our glass bowl. I'm gonna take our kitchen shears, and you can actually just take your shears inside the bowl and just snip. And of course, you can use stems with cilantro, so you really don't have to be too picky. But it's a really fast and easy way to just snip up as much as you want. And I like a lot, so I'm gonna probably use all of this. And again, just snipping as much as you want. And it is really a fast and easy way. I'm already finished with it. So we're gonna use that for garnish as well. So that's a really neat little trick I like to share with everyone. It really doesn't take much time at all, and it works really well. So grabbing one of our silicone helper handles, these lids on the Brilliance cookware tends to get a little bit hot. So go ahead and get that on there so I don't burn my fingers. And the rice is looking good. I'm going to get that turned way down here. All right, I think we are going to say we're done on this steak. So we're going to take it off and we're going to let it rest while we do the rest of our cooking. And then we'll slice that into strips whenever we're ready to finish. So we'll just set it to the side for now. And we're going to use the same skillet. We've got all this meat in here stuck to the bottom. So we're just going to give it a little bit. And again, I can use my tongs for that, which is really nice. And we'll go ahead and add our veggies. Let them cook a few minutes. Shouldn't take too terribly long for those. Awesome. Perfect, perfect. Looks great. Okay. So while these veggies are cooking a little bit, I'm going to turn this down just a tad. We will go ahead and get our, we have like a sour cream dressing that we're going to put kind of over the top when we finish it off. And it's super easy. I just have a little bit of sour cream here in, again, one of our glass prep bowls. So we'll grab that. And then we are going to zest a little bit of lime. So I have one of our double-sided graters. So it has 2 different sides you can use for grating. You can use like this side for cheese, and this one's smaller, so we're going to use it to zest. So it stacks like this, and you can actually set it, it has a little container you can set it on top of, and it will catch whatever you're grating. I'm actually going to take it apart, so you just kind of pop it right apart. I'm only going to use the one side. So I think that will be easier, and take the little cover off. Then I've got our lime, of course, and I'm just going to hold it right over the bowl and just zest a little bit right into our sour cream. Give it a little extra zest. And you just kind of want to use however much you want to use. I think it will taste pretty good, so I'm not afraid to use a lot. I'm just going to scrape off the extra on the back, which is great. And then I just half our lime. Then we're going to use our citrus press. And again, you think you want to put it in like this, like it fits. You actually turn it the other direction, and then it will turn the lime almost inside out with all the juice, which I think that's enough. It will get all the juice out, leave all the seeds in, which is exactly what you want. We'll just give this a little stir here. Then we'll add a few of our cilantro leaves. We'll give it another mix. And then we'll serve that over the top on our bowls when we're finished. That's going to taste great. Okay. Take a peek at our veggies here. They're coming along nicely. Yeah, they're looking really good. So, again, in just a few minutes, we have a really delicious, honestly, restaurant-style quality supper. And just a few ingredients, and you can really make it taste great. You could use, any kind of seasoning on the steak, whatever you prefer. Same with the vegetables. If you don't like bell peppers, just do a lot of onions. Just do extra onions, or you can really customize it to however you like it. But again, super easy meal in just 15 or 20 minutes. Absolutely delicious. So I'm going to get things wrapped up here. And of course, I will post a picture of the final product when it's all finished. And again, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it so much. And we will see